Hello and welcome to today's PIF Talk. My name is Linda. I'm a money coach, and today I will be speaking on how to set a financial goal. Now, just before we go, just to let you know that money coaching isn't the only thing we do here at the Life Coach University. There are various other topics that you can find sessions on our website. Just go on there, search PIF Talks, and you'll be able to get a whole library of different contents for you for whatever aspect of your life that you're looking to get some coaching on. And as I said, I have titled my session today, How to Make a Financial Goal, or How to Set a Financial Goal. I thought this was a very good time to do this because at the beginning of the year, everyone seemed to be looking at getting a fresh start. You hear a lot about new year, new goals, new life, new me, and all of that. So I just thought, for those of us out here who are looking to set financial goals, maybe now is the time to sort of talk about it a bit more. Maybe give you a couple of pointers, something to think about anytime you're setting any financial goal at all. And hopefully you will be able to take a word or two from this. Now, all I ask is if you enjoy it at the end of this session, feel free to share it with someone who you think might actually enjoy it. Maybe share it on your social media. You never know who might come by and actually enjoy it. Also, you can also pay it forward in any shape or form that you want. You may decide to buy coffee for someone, get a dog for someone, or do anything at all. Call in and check on someone, buy groceries for someone, run an errand for someone, anything at all that you can think of that you think will be able to put a smile on someone's face. Just do that and let's see how 2023 goes. Now, first of all, the first thing I would like to say is that with regards to setting a financial goal, it can be done at any time at all in the year. It's a good time to do it at the beginning of the year because it's a fresh start, so that's fine. But if you're listening to this 2 months down the line, 5 months down the line, don't think, okay, I can't do it. You can do it anytime you decide to do it. Personally, I like to do set goals, not just financial ones, at the beginning of the year and on my birthdays as well. So those are two sort of anniversaries, 2 dates that I always think is quite nice to look at what's happened, take stock of everything that's happened up until that time, and then set a new one. So if it's a new year's new year, or if it's my birthday, it's a new age, and let's see, what I can take into the next age. So just to let you know, you can set your own time. You can do it anytime at all, anytime within the year. Now, I would also want to say the second thing I would mention is that when trying to set a goal is to make it very, very specific. Making a goal specific in terms of the time and in terms of what you want the achievement to be at the end of that goal period. So you're looking at an example of, by the end of 2023, I want to maybe, the simplest way is maybe have £10,000 in savings. At the end of 2023, I would end in 6 months' time, or whenever this time period is. So it's a very specific date and a very specific achievement. At the end of June 2023, I want to have paid £2,000 of my debt. By the end of June 2023 or December 2023, I want to have added £5,000 into my investment. You get the idea. To make it very specific in time and in terms of the achievement itself. Now, the reason why I actually do this is it gives you a focus. It gives you something to work on. So you're not sort of thinking, oh, maybe I should do this, or maybe I should do that. It gives you that focus and this is what I'm heading towards. And it keeps you straight without any disruptions at the end around, any disruptions on the way, sorry. It also helps you with your planning. So when you set that goal and say, this is what I want to do by the end of this, you're not going to put pen to paper to plan on how you're going to do it. So if it's a financial goal, you're going to look into your budget and see where that money can go. You're going to look at whether you'll be able to earn some more money. You're going to be looking at a lot of things within your finances, whether you can move money from where, or where you can take money from and do whatever it is that you want to do. So if it's a savings goal, for example, you may need to maybe cut certain things in your budget. I don't know. Maybe you don't need to, but it may also mean maybe you creating a different account and all of that. So whatever plan that you have, having a specific date and a specific achievement, make sure that you are able to plan. So you're not just saying, oh, I just want to increase my savings, or I just want to increase my investment, or I just want to pay down my debt without any specific at the end of that. It also helps your journey by giving you little quick wins. So the simplistic example, which is savings, if you're looking to save, let's say £2,000 at the end of the year, when you reach your first maybe 200, it's something to celebrate. 300, 400, then you build it in that way. So it gives you like those quick wins along the way when you have that set focus, because you know you are sort of judging it against the end goal. So wherever you are, you're judging it against your end goal, and you get every progress you make, you get all of those quick wins that then encourages you to go on and on and on and on to and ultimately achieve that goal of yours. Now the next thing is it's more of a reminder to say you are in control. So you control this goal that you set. It's not something that's going to dictate to you. You are deciding what you want that goal to be. So it's a very good time to consider and reconsider everything that you already know. You may think, oh, I think every year I should save this percentage of my income, or I think I should have this in investment, or I should have this in, I don't know, property, or I should have this, whatever it is that you think you should have. When you are setting a goal, it's a very good time to consider and reconsider everything that you know already, that this has got to be you. It needs to be what you want, what fits into your main life goals, and not what someone is dictating. Someone is telling you that, oh, by the age of this, you should have this, and you using that to fuel your goal. It shouldn't be that. It should be what you want to do. And what it shouldn't be is what everyone else is doing. It should be what you want to do. If we always say there shouldn't be any shoulds in, we shouldn't should ourselves. But if there is any should that I want you to should, is the fact that it should be what you want and never what anyone wants or what is quote unquote standard. So you make that decision, and then you decide, instead of making that goal dictate to you and decide for you. And then once you decide what you want to do, and then as part of your planning, you can include all of that in there. And I also want you to consider and be prepared for any changes, to actually allow yourself to be flexible in this goal setting exercise. Now, when you set a goal, if it's a year-long goal, for example, there may be changing circumstances, which then means that you may have to go back and reconsider. You may get an increase in income, something that you were not even expecting. So you may decide, oh, actually, when I set this goal, I didn't think I could have that. Now I think I can do that thing. So maybe I'll change my goal around a little bit. It's fine. It could also be the other way around, where you don't get the income that you were expecting to have. There may be illness. There may be something might change in your workplace. Something might change in your business, for example, where you're not getting the same amount of money anymore. Again, it's for you to decide, make that conscious decision. What I want you to know is that you are sensible enough. If you're sensible enough to make that money, you have everything within you to be able to decide the goals that come along with it anyway. So have that control within yourself and have that conviction within yourself to know that you can do it. So whether it's a change in circumstance, it could also be that you get more information along the way. Maybe you do a bit of more reading, a bit of research more into whatever it is that you were doing. Maybe you thought, oh, I'm just going to save, buy a house. And along the way, you just think, you know what? Why was that I was even thinking of buying a house? I don't want to buy a house now. Maybe I want to do something different. Now that goal could change as well. You could maintain the goal and still do whatever it is that you were doing, but you could also decide to change that goal and use it for something else. I want you to have that within yourself and that conviction to be able to do it. Now, this is different, so just be careful here that this is different from simply quitting your goal and sort of throwing in the towel and think, oh, I wanted to save X amount of money. I'm not going to be able to do it. It's different from just quitting your goal. This is you being flexible, you being aware of yourself, you having done the work on yourself to know your behaviors, your mindset, where what's important to you, and you're still figuring it out. So along the way, if something doesn't fit or you feel you want to change something, yes, by all means, you can do that. It's not just simply you quitting. And sometimes maybe you quit that particular goal. Yes, so be it. But then don't beat yourself up on it. Again, one of the things I think is very important is to actually do money from a place of compassion for yourself. And this is not me giving you sort of a pass to just sort of do whatever you want with money, but really have that conviction within yourself. As I said, if you've been able to manage it up until now, you have everything within you to be able to actually decide what is good for you and what's not good for you. So being flexible and being prepared to change along the way, that is perfectly fine should you choose to do that. So just briefly, just to recap on these things, it is to know that you can create that goal anytime within the year. It doesn't have to be the beginning of the year. It doesn't have to be any special birthday, any special anniversary. Anytime, whenever you decide, you can do it. Secondly, you need to make it really, really specific in terms of the time and in terms of what you want it to achieve for you. Thirdly, you want to be in control. So consider and reconsider everything that you've been told about money, and then use that to make your plans. And finally, be prepared for any changes that may come along the way. If you need to change a goal, if you need to shift a goal within the year, that's okay. I want you to be able to be prepared for that and then change if you feel you need to do that. So thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you can share this with anyone who needs to hear it, and stay tuned for more until next month when I come back to you on the Life Coach University. Bye.